Alrighty, how's it going, YouTube? Welcome back. Likes, comments, subs, all stuff help the channel grow, and it's completely free. Okay, so we're done with all our side quests. We're done with the garden. We get to do actual story stuff. Aaron Student Council Room made sort of advance as a result. All finished. Quests unseen. Some events will disappear. We're good. We did them all. Oh, well, so no voice acting. Someone roll out the red carpet because I've returned. Hey, Dad. Hello, Albert. Good to see you three again. Sorry to take up more of your time. It's no big deal. How can we help? I was something I want to give Swin and Nadia. Really? My free lunch vouchers? Nope, afraid not. Sorry to get your hopes up. It's a list of all the clubs we have here, along with upcoming festival events. Kind of threw it together last second, so it's not super detailed or anything. Just thought you might have some interest in knowing all of Aramis' extracurricular activities. Normally people join clubs at the beginning of the school year, but it's never too late. No pressure either way, though. Aramis is fairly lax about this sort of thing. School is all about giving its students the freedom to decide what's best for themselves, so just treat this as a reference. Wow, thanks, Daddy and Bertie. Those are some nicknames. We really appreciate you taking the time to do this, especially given how swamped you are. Wait, back up. Did you just call me Daddy? Yeah, you're just catching on to that. Bertie? Yeah, she does that. You get used to it. Well, now I understand why you wanted me to bring them along. They're our classmates now, after all, and they've already expressed interest in trying out new things. Yeah, we couldn't help out with the tour, so this is our way of making up for that. Besides, it's the student council's job to help new students get accustomed to life on campus. If you need anything at all, feel free to give us a shout. Agnes, Albert, and I have got your backs. Wow, I'm not used to being fussed over like this. Neither am I. Honestly, it's kind of overwhelming. Never mind, forget I said anything. We'll give this list a once-over later. Thanks again, you guys. You're very welcome. Alright, we'll be heading to the science lab now. The first batch of materials for the school festival arrived earlier than expected, so we're going to take a look at them. I see. Would you like me to join you? Huh? You don't have to do that. We're more than capable of inspecting a package or two on our own. Are you sure? Positive. You should be spending time with Swin and Nadia anyway. See you all tomorrow. Hey, thank you for all the help again. Alright, we'll be heading out then. I swear this arc has the least voice acting. Or at least it feels like that. It's almost nighttime. Whew, I sure worked my butt off today. Did you? Said the girl who slept through most of her classes. So, I suppose we did get a good feel for the campus. I think we're in the clear. Huh? In the clear? We were scouting the place out. We used to do that whenever we came to a new area back when we were on the run. No one's chasing us anymore, obviously, but we're having a hard time breaking the habit. I'm so sorry, I never realized. Don't apologize, it's just kind of an us thing. Excuse me. I did have a weird feeling a little earlier, but it's probably my imagination. Chalk it up to first day of school jitters. Now that I've made my debut, it's smooth sailing on the lazy school life rivers from here. From tomorrow on, I'm in coast mode. Translation: I'm going to slack off and sink my disciplinary record in the process. Exactly, I'm taking this chance to live out all my high school fantasies. Go hard or go home. First on the list, sleep in and forget my homework. Then I have find a passionate love letter on my desk. I would suggest omitting that first one. At the very least, they'll be able to keep pace with the material. Their test scores were exceptional. I'm still a little concerned on their behalf, but maybe they'll be okay. Alright, would you two like to go get some jump scare voice acting? Huh?
What?
Hey!
An explosion?
The budget
And a
kicked
big
in.
one. From the other side. It looks like it came from the second floor on the left wing.
No, that can't be.
Agnes! Stay back!
No! How did this happen?
This is all gonna get undone anyway.
Albert!
Yep. It got me the first time it happened, but I mean, it just happens all the time now. Okay. So now we go back. Hopefully I don't have to redo the side stories. Or side quests.
What?
Oh, this is right before we entered the student council room, so...
Another fuzzy memory. Did time just rewind again?
Yeah, I feel like it did. Aggie?
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm alright. Sorry, I was just a little confused. Was that the science lab? Did that really happen?
Visit student council room, dead end, head to science lab. Well,
This is no time to be second-guessing myself. Let's go check out the science lab.
Good idea. I can't remember exactly what happened, but maybe investigating that place will help jog my memory.
Let's strike while the iron's hot.
I thought I heard your voice. What are you all standing around here for? Come on... in?
Is everything all right? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
Whatever do you mean by that? Anyway, we have to go. Something just came up.
Yep, totally last second. Sorry to bother you guys.
We'll stop by again a little later.
You two stay here, okay? Whatever you do, don't go to the science lab.
Huh? Sure?
That was... strange. Well, I do have some business over in the science lab, but how'd she know about that?
don't worry about it.
If memory serves, it happened right at sunset. We should have time to stop it.
But we don't have time to dilly-dally. So let's move those legs, people.
Okay, so to make sure... yeah, there's still no... Okay. There's no side quests. We're good. Okay, it has to be around here somewhere. Let's look around. We got no time to waste.
Beakers, lab equipment, chemical racks. There are a lot of places that seem worth checking.
Given the size of that blast, I doubt the bomb's small. It should stick out like a sore thumb.
Then let's hurry and find it.
This looks like it'd be big enough. I wonder if these are the materials for the school festival that Albert mentioned. Something wrong? We were just wondering if there was anything fun in there. Not really. It's just the stuff that's on an inventory list. Trust me, I had to inspect it all. I see, thanks. Well, if she hadn't inspected it all, then she'd see if there's a bomb. What do you think, Nadia? I only did a brief check, but I don't think this is where the explosion came from. Although, we need to do a more thorough inspection to say for sure. You're probably right, then. Equipment in here hasn't been used for classes in a long time. Someone did plant something, there'd be more than likely be some trace of it. Alright, lab equipment. Looks like everything's alright in here. Huh? Is something wrong? No, not at all. We were just checking to make sure everyone's following the teacher's instructions. Well, of course we are. I mean, it'd be dangerous not to. That's right. Safety first. Be careful around open flames and all that. Very smooth. Very smooth. This is the last spot, I think. I know they're probably keeping track of which chemicals they're using, but maybe there's something in here that's dangerous. I mean, yeah, that could be it. From what I'm seeing, that doesn't seem to be likely. Everything made from these chemicals wouldn't have made an explosion that big. Are you sure? Positive. Let's just say I've mixed more than my fair share of blasty stuff back in the day. I see. Well, that's everything. Looks like it's not here. Could I have been wrong? Was my mind really just playing tricks on me? Where else could it be? Hey, sorry to interrupt. Are you looking for the delivery guy that just came in? Delivery guy? Yeah, he left a paper bag in the prep room a few minutes ago. Didn't really get a good look at his face, but I could have sworn I've seen him before. Then again, maybe my brain's just playing tricks on me. Let's get to the prep room now. Way ahead of you.
Something's there. Better do a sharp search.
Oh, down there. Found it. Holy moly, is that a plastic explosive? This is high-grade stuff. You could blow up the whole building if you set it up right. What? But who would bring something like that into our school? I think we got our answer from that girl earlier. Oh, the delivery man. Phew, that did the trick. You disarmed it? Luckily for us, the mechanism wasn't all that complicated. Alright, what's our next move? The explosion had gone off around this time before. Chasing an arsonist on our own will be dangerous, no doubt about that. Still, would you be willing to help me track him down? Of course. That guy's gonna regret getting in the way of my lazy school life when I'm through with him.
If they went in and out of the room, we could track them down with a shard search.
That's a good idea. Let's do it.
I see there's a garden thing down there. So I think I just need to follow the exclamation mark, right? I think that's usually how this goes. Oh, is it through the back? It might be through the back. Yeah, it's over here.
Something's there. Better do a sharp search.
There is? Oh, there is. I think it just disappeared right as I was grabbing it. Or, no, I guess I did grab it. Okay. Grab that.
It's high time I return the favor from when you humiliated me. They say revenge is a dish best served cold. But I say it's best delivered with a bang. What? Who the hell are you?
Nice try.
That's our line, bucko.
This man barely qualifies as an amateur. Do you know him, Agnes?
Unfortunately, I do. He used to be my upperclassman. Tell me, Ronald Griffith. Why would you do something so horrible?
Oh, it's this guy again.
Agnes Claudel!
Isn't that...
What is he doing here? And why is he wearing that outfit?
You two stay here. I'm going to go call the police.
Thanks, Toa. Anya, Swin, and Nadia were able to prevent the explosion at Aramis Academy. Toa stayed late so she can console the other students and deal with the aftermath. And the perpetrator, Ronald Griffith, was given over to the police. Well, that was simple. Other situations have been much more complicated. That was shockingly simple. That's it. He was just trying to harass Ren? Seems so. That's what he said during his confession, at least. He claimed he was only trying to cause a little chaos so that she'd lose face in the eyes of her peers. How does him bombing a school, like, make her lose face? That makes no sense. Talk about taking things 10 steps too far. Yeah, I mean, that's an understatement of the century. He said his name is Ronald Griffith, right? I heard he withdrew from Aramis. Yeah, Ren put him in his place, pretty much. That's right, he was the son of a former elected official, a thoroughbred through and through. Caused a hell of a stir last spring, which led to him to drop out. Seems like he's held a grudge against you and the student council president ever since. I'm aware, he's tried to get revenge on her several times at this point. But it didn't sound like he was a real threat, until now anyway. Yes, when what he did goes beyond idle harassment. There's no telling how many people could have died. This case is a real head-scratcher. High-yield explosives like those are normally found in the hands of Jaegers, not civilians. They aren't exactly easy to get a hold of.
Fess up! You got that stuff off the black market, didn't you?
Hey, it's knockoff Lloyd.
Yeah, what of it? Where else am I gonna get an explosive? You coppers must have a lot of time to kill. Why are you making such a big deal out of this?
I mean, you almost killed, like, 20 people.
Because you planted a bomb in a school! That thing could have blown the entire building to bits!
What are you talking about? That's not what they told me! I only wanted something that caused a disruption!
Oops. Okay, so he's just an idiot. Understood. Of all the foolish things to do, to be safe, we searched the entire area and we didn't find any other explosives. We'll be investigating the matter further, but it may be some time before we track down the seller. Got any ideas on that? Can't say I do. I know next to nothing about Calver's black market. That said, I'm not exactly keen on leaving this case squarely in the hands of the police. Damn. I'm right here, you know. Well, we'll leave it at that. I won't pry into your background for now. But dismantling a bomb and pinning down an armed suspect isn't something any normal high school kid can do. I know you're filling in for Argyle while he's out of town, but I expect your full cooperation with our investigation. Are we clear? Crystal. Understood, although we did tell you everything we know. While provoking him once or twice along the way. Anyway, I doubt we'll get any more leads for today, so I'll be on my way. Sorry to keep you kids so late. Oh, but one last thing before I go. Remember, you're all civilians. You shouldn't go sticking your noses into places they don't belong. You got lucky this time, but in the future, don't take matters into your own hands. Do me a favor and relay that to your boss, too. Yes, sir. Smile you later, super sleuth. I love Nadia. She's freaking hilarious. She takes nothing seriously. That took longer than I expected. The Calvert police are pretty serious about their jobs, huh? Super Sleuth took our insults like a champ. I like him. Getting under his skin was so much fun. Oh, well, at least one of us enjoyed themselves. Well, I wish we could have been able to help more. There are still so many unanswered questions. Yeah, for real. On the bright side, we did prevent the tragedy C warned us about. Oh yeah, that's true, I forgot about that. I've been wondering, if they knew what was going to happen, why was their message so vague? I mean, investigate Aramis isn't exactly much to go on. We only stopped it because of the time rewinding thingy. Something feels off about all this. I know what you mean, especially since the act was so personal in nature. I just don't get what motivated C to investigate this guy. I agree. It doesn't make much sense. Between tipping us off about the 7 Genesis and now this, one might wonder if they could see the future. I'd believe it. Heck, we just learned that time travel's real, so I'm basically willing to believe anything at this point. Well, we don't know for sure that what we're doing is time travel. Right, well, it's probably pointless to continue racking our brains over this. There's something else that's been bothering me.
That's not what they told me. I only wanted something that caused a disruption.
He may have said he didn't mean to cause that much damage, but that's just an excuse. I still wonder where he even got the goods in the first place. Oh well, we're not being paid to figure that. I mean, you kind of are, Nadia, honestly. We should have let the cops earn their keep. Right, perhaps it's better that we leave the rest in their hands. At any rate, we saved a lot of lives today. Thank you both again for all your help. I doubt I would have been able to save Odette and Albert if it was on my own. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Hey, it's no biggie. Besides, we're freeloading off you guys, so we've got to pitch in somehow, even if it's just a little bit. I'm not sure I'd call that freeloading, but if you really want to thank us, I totally accept a reward in the form of... I'm going to stop you there, don't get carried away. Well then, shall we head home for the day? It's gotten pretty late now. Yeah, we'll take a quick stroll around town and then head back to the office. You gonna come with, Augie? Oh wait, you have to go back to the dorms, don't you? Hey, but I can come along. I need to sort through Van's paperwork anyway. Sounds like a plan. We'll be better having you with us on the way back. You sure you want to lug your bag all the way to the office? Oh right, maybe I should drop that off in my room first. And I ought to call Rin and let her know what happened. Do you mind if I stop by the dorms? You're more than welcome to join me if you'd like. Ooh, can we? That sounds like fun. We'd be happy to come along, thank you. This is all story stuff, why is it not voiced? It's never not gonna bother me. Do I get to see Ren finally? Yay!
Well, it's a good thing you were there to prevent the worst from transpiring.
Alright, we're closer. We're one step closer.
That little troublemaker has a rather poor sense of timing. He just had to pick a day when I wasn't around.
Aw, well, at least it's partially voiced, I guess. Police have him in their custody now. They also confirmed that the school is free of explosives, so classes will resume tomorrow. And we took a look around campus ourselves. Can't be too thorough, you know?
Well, in that case, I'm sure everything will be fine. I'll have to treat you to some tea once I'm back. I would like to have a little chat with you all. In particular, I'd love to hear what exactly tipped you three off. Would you care to fill me in on all the juicy details once I get back?
We did kind of sweep the timeline thing under the rug. She doesn't miss a beat, does she? Of course. We'll be sure to tell you all
Very
about
good.
it.
In the meantime, I'll do a little digging into the matter with Griffith on my own. I'll be back before you know it, so keep an eye on things for me until then, alright?
Will do. Take care. Well, at least she was kind of seen for a bit. Taking a quick breather, Agnes got changed, and the trio set off to do their evening rounds. Oh, we could go everywhere. I see. So, before I forget, we have a couple of things that we need to do. The first thing is we need to go to the movies. If it'd move. Whichever city the movies are in. There's the movies. Or district. It's not a city, it's a district.
Nothing like wandering around the dazzling city streets at night. Don't try this at home, kids.
Someone got a new lease on life. Where was all this energy 3 hours ago? Well, just remember that we're only here to handle a few 4 SPGs. That's it.
I've still got some paperwork to sort through, so I need to head back to the office once we're done.
Step right up.
What's playing right now? Let's see. Adventures of Rockford, Golden Calamity. Alrighty. Trio made their way into the theater, having decided to watch a movie during their work break. I mean, we didn't even start doing anything yet, so I don't know what we could call it a break, really. But sure. Then Delibel Rita Rockford is an archaeologist and a skilled treasure hunter. Her next quest is to find the Golden Staff of Sala, a relic that caused disastrous calamities in bygone days. Didn't we do this one? Charleston runs in far reaches of the continent, where she meets and rescues an indigenous girl, Asha. I feel like we did this one. Her kidnappers are after the Golden Staff, and they require her blood to retrieve it. Rita and Asha band together and infiltrate the depths of the ruins to steal the staff right from under their noses. However, their efforts are thwarted by the dastardly Willard, an old family rival from her father's time. Willard is the ringleader of an illegal excavation group known as Legendary Dawn. He takes Asta hostage and tells Rita to hand over the treasure in exchange for her life. Rita readily complies, so Willard, now in possession of the treasure, loses himself in ecstasy. But then the ruins begin to collapse and shake around him, causing the staff to slip out of his hands. Willard chases the staff as it rolls across the ground, and in that moment, Rita sees an opening.
I'll be taking that!
Oh no,
Hand
this is
over
different,
the staff.
I think.
Or would you prefer I put a bullet in this poor girl's head?
No! Please! Don't do it, Rita!
Fine. Put the gun down, and I'll toss you the staff.
A wise decision. It's lighter than before. No, it's a fake!
And you call yourself my father's rival. Shame you don't have his eye for antiquities.
Never mind, we did this one, but it's on Van's
You're
side, I
giving this
think.
to me? Really? Are you sure?
Of course. I promised I'd protect it for you, didn't I?
Oh, yeah. And a promise is a promise. Thank you so much, Rita.
Damn you, Rita Rockford. Damn you! I'll remember this until the day I die. And before that happens, I will have my revenge!
Keep dreaming. You'll never get your hands on these treasures because I'll always be there to protect them. Or my name isn't Rita Rockford.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did this one on Van's side, so maybe you have to collect each one on each side. I'm not sure, because usually it'll tell you if you've already seen that movie. I think. Treasure hunting sounds fun. We should pick that up as a side gig. We'll find some sparkly treasure, sell it, rake in the dough, and blow it all in one huge spending spree. You sound more like Willard than Rockford. I mean, he's not wrong. Not to send your dreams crashing down to earth, but finding valuable treasures isn't as easy in real life. Sounds like it'd be a lot of work to me, especially since you have to venture to such dangerous places. I doubt your average person can manage it, unless they were as capable as someone like Judith. Never mind then. I'm not signing up for that if it means I can't be lazy. I like being able to drop by the movies whenever I want. I'm not giving up that freedom for the world. I'm with you there. It's nice to drop by the theater and see great films like this every once in a while. Happy you both enjoyed yourselves. Sure, would be nice to come here with Van again sometime. Alright. Hey, Nadia ranked up. Alright. Hey, it's knockoff Mishy. Anyway. Next thing we need to do is go to the bathhouse.
Off we go.
Because there's a achievement for doing that in every chapter. And I didn't get it in the first
Stepping
game.
inside?
So we're gonna try to get it this time. Also, we get full CP, and that's always a good thing.
This is nice.
I'm burning up in here. Can I leave already?
Anya just ignores her.
Glad I stuck it out. Come back anytime.
Alright. So, side quests.
Zoom, zoom.
Let's knock these out. Or at least attempt to. Okay, so this one's at the board. Lashkar has been acting strange lately. Not only has he been going out by himself in the middle of the night, but he's been really moody too. Can you look into what's going on with him and help him out while you're at it? Gonna buy an apartment building in the center of Marsh, I'll tell you more. Okay. We should also probably check these stores.
What can I do for you? Drop by again sometime.
Probably have some stuff for us. Oh, it's on this side, I guess?
Take a look at my wares. Anything strike your fancy?
Defense would go up, but attack would go down, so I'm good. Yeah, it's not great. ATS plus 4, ADF plus 8. I'll buy 1, but that doesn't seem great.
Thanks.
Maybe there's a situation that'll come in handy. You never know.
Want to take a look?
Ooh, okay. Well, we will buy these. So, this is good. Attack up by 17. This one gives him attack up 10, so this one's already better. She'd lose her evasion. I like evasion. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I have on them, and I think that's what I'm going to put on him too. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, it's this one. There. Cool. Oh, I should check what else they have. Golden Spoon. Evasion plus 4. Oh, that's not bad. I'll have to buy a few of those.
Come again.
Alright, what do we got here?
Hello. Welcome.
Accuracy and... Yeah, I'll buy one of those. I like to buy one of everything.
Anytime.
So, what else do we got? Fishing supplies. I don't really care. But they could have like a gift or something that I need.
Something you're looking for in particular?
They do not.
Talk to you later.
You know what?
Something you're looking for in particular?
We will buy one of everything, just in case there's a quest where we need to fish.
Talk to you
There we
later.
go. There could be a quest we have to fish, and that'll be helpful for us at that point. Okay. So let's see what else there is.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
All the stuff
Please
to
stop by
buy.
again.
I do like how they mark all the ones you haven't been to. That is helpful.
What's on the menu?
That is very, very helpful.
What's it gonna be?
Oh, we already got those.
Later.
So I don't need more of those.
Hello
Check
there.
over here. Okay.
Thank
We
you.
will eat those at some point.
Time for another.
What can I get for you?
Okay.
Thanks for shopping.
It's so lively.
And then over on this side.
Check out what. Let me know if you need anything at all. Please come back anytime.
Okay. Over here.
That money can buy.
They're as fresh can be.
Wow, she's short.
Woohoo! Thank you.
I guess she's a child. Who let a child run a store? That doesn't seem very safe.
Better not be window shopping.
Mishy tassel for Elaine.
What? Done
We
already?
take that. And over
What can I get for
here.
you?
More cooking stuff.
Thanks
And
a bunch.
food. Alright. Hi. Oh, thanks for coming on. Yes, I guess Van's still out of town, huh? I mean, yep, pretty much. Unfortunately, yes, but we should be able to handle anything that needs doing while he's away. Said that you had something you wanted to ask regarding Lashka, right? Yeah, he's been working part-time at this center marsh recently. I'm sure you've heard that he's trying to become a bracer again, right? Ever since what happened in Crail Village, I thought he'd cooled off on the idea, but last week he started acting a little different. And today, I just can't figure out where he went. Kana and Lashkar, they're both from Crail Village, but managed to keep from getting caught up in the disaster. Yeah, trauma doesn't always get better with time, at least not easily. I'm sure you must be terribly worried about him. I'd like to know more about what's been going on with Lashkar lately. Do you think you could give us some more information? Well, first, you remember how out of control he was last year up until the Revolution Festival, right? I remember. He had so much pent-up anger that he used to pick fights with the local thugs. Then at the beginning of the year, he started living with me, and he'd actually started making some friends around Center Marsh. I thought he had finally calmed down. A little more than a week ago, no, maybe a little before that even, he started running off at night. Almost like he's worse now than he was before. He'll even start crying sometimes, completely out of nowhere. He sounds pretty unstable. On top of everything else, he came home injured yesterday. I tried asking him about what was going on, but he refused to talk. He just ran off again. Ever since then, I really am bad at this, aren't I? And to think I'm supposed to be the one adult he can rely on. Please, if there's anything you do to help him, I hope you realize this isn't all on you. We still don't quite have enough info to go on, though, which means it might take some time to investigate. What do you want to do, Aggie? Let me think. Yeah, we do have requests, so I don't know why this gives us chaos, but we'll take the case. I'm not about to leave him to suffer through his feelings alone. Thank you so much. I'm so glad I asked you to help. We're still short on info, though. Guess we'll just have to start asking around. Right, let's look for people he has regular contact with and see if they know anything. Maybe someone over at the temple can help. Actually, he's been spending a lot of time talking to Yazan from the Central Marsh recently. Okay, well, Yazan always has ways of getting bits and pieces of news from the underground. Lashka was talking to him a lot back when he was getting into fights. I see. I guess the only other place worth looking would be the guild. Yeah, he spent a lot of time there last year to help out. I think he was just looking for somebody to talk to. I know there were some bracers there that cheered him up a little, though. It sounds like the Bracer Guild may have some useful information as well. Yeah, thank you again. I know he's in good hands. Alright, let's get investigating.
Time to start working.
Alright. Alright. Hi.
One sec.
Yeah, he's been by my place a few times in the past. I'd like to ask about stuff going on in the criminal underworld. That's not a red flag at all. Can't count how many times I told him not to get involved in that mess. I see. It sounds like he's been up to a lot lately. Was there anything about him that seemed different? We heard he'd started acting a little strange about a week ago. Unfortunately, I haven't seen him around in a few days. But you said the start a week ago? That's about all that she could tell us, yeah. Do you know if anything happened to him around that time? About 10 days ago, I heard talk that some people from the Central East have been up to something. Got ties to the underworld, too. Of course, it's just a rumor, but I figure it's something you might want to be aware of. Interesting. There's no clear connection, but it couldn't hurt to keep it in mind. Mysterious crime ring, sounds pretty shady. We don't know if they've got anything to do with Lashkar, though. For right now, it's just one more possible lead. My throat wants to die on me. That was certainly an interesting conversation, although I can't really say we have more information than we started with. We should talk to some more people before we rush into a decision. I do agree with that. Alright, so... Station Street and Riverside. Alright.
Okay, ready to go?
Oh wow, there's more places here to shop.
That's just a rumor, right?
There are way more shops than I remember.
Department store. Let me know if you need anything at all.
Our stores have a
Please
wide
come
variety
back
of fine goods
anytime.
for sale.
So in our quest to get one of everything.
We hope you enjoy
Purifying
shopping with
spice?
us.
Sure. That's expensive. Could always sound a bind though. Oh, there we go.
Hope to see
There
you
was a
again.
food here. It wasn't a waste of time.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Is this better? No. No. It is definitely not. I don't want to buy all this. We're gonna burn through our money if we buy everything. We are absolutely gonna burn through our money.
Our stores have a
So
wide
I don't think.
variety of
I
fine
mean,
goods for sale.
preventing fear. I mean, maybe there's a situation where there's a
Hope you
boss that
enjoy shopping
uses
with us.
these. But I think we need to come back and get those, because otherwise I feel like we're just wasting our money. Running Death Blow is nice, and the evasion's nice, though. I might want to buy more of these. If we run into a boss that just has a lot of Death Blows,
Please stop by again.
probably not the worst idea.
If you need something custom made,
Okay, and these are the things we already got. Like, would I like 4 more attack? Yes, but not the cost of the evasion. So these are the same things.
You better take good
Oh wait,
care.
I should
Nothing
go all
but
the way
the
down
finest
sometimes.
groceries.
See, there is other stuff. More HP and more strength. I actually kind of like. There's like specific builds.
You
for
better
that.
take good
Like
care of
maybe somebody who's like tanking for us. I can see that coming in handy. Huh? Why is this?
If
Oh,
you need something custom made,
why is this
I got you
saying?
covered. I'll get more good stuff in stock soon.
Why is it still
I
saying
carry
new?
nothing but the finest.
I don't understand. Why is it still saying new?
You better take good care of it.
Okay.
Thank you for visiting the
Well,
Western
that's
Department
weird.
Store.
All the others that cleared out.
What's on the menu? Our stores have a wide variety of fine
Is there like a
goods for
unique
sale.
item there and I'm just not seeing it?
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
Maybe there's a unique item, I'm just not... Okay, let's review one more time. Is there
If
a
you need
unique
something custom made,
item here?
I got you covered.
No, there's not.
I'll get more good stuff in stock soon.
So that makes no sense. I do not get it. I don't get why it's so... I don't know. Very odd. Wait, is this saying there's something... Oh, there's something even further up, I think,
Thank
is
you
what
for
it's saying.
visiting the Western Department. What would you like?
Sure.
Please stop by
Okay.
again sometime.
See, and then that one, I don't know. I don't know why that one is being like that. But whatever. It's gonna say that there's something there. We've checked it. We know there's not something there. There's not a unique item there or anything, so we'll just ignore that. Okay, so the Orbital Cafe does have stuff.
Seek out never-before-seen treasures as the curtain unfolds
yeah, let's
on
go
an
this way.
all-new adventure. The Adventures of Rockford.
What would you like?
Bronze lighter. Evasion plus 6. That's not terrible. They're actually kind of good. I'm broke again. Well... That's not a lot of money either.
Please stop by
Alright,
again
so we're just
sometime.
broke.
I can handle any maintenance.
Okay, and then you don't have anything new. Yep, you still have all the same stuff. Okay. Is there a shop on the next floor? There is.
What can I get for you?
We're just burning through all our money buying food, which is like a very in character for Nadia, but still. My poor money. My poor money. Okay, so I think we're good now. I think we're golden. Hey, it's Zen.
One sec.
Lashkar. Yeah, I figured you'd be on the case before long. Oh, well, that sounds like he at least knows something. Is this the case I think it is? Huh? Even he knows what this is? That's kind of concerning. I'm assuming the guild is working on it too. I knew Lashkar had connections at guild, but this is way more help than I thought you'd get. Well, sorry to disappoint, but we're actually still, okay, getting back to about waiting to hear back about him ourselves. I don't know why that tongue-tied me. We have someone hard at work on Lashkar's case right now, so we're leaving it up to him for the moment. Okay, can you tell me who that is? Oh, glad to hear the Edith branch is already on the job. It figures that Lane's guild would be so on the ball. So who's this person you've got working on Lashkar's case? A young bracer named Gray. Gray, huh? Okay, Lashkar's been talking a lot with them since the beginning of the year. That's not the green-haired bracer dude, is it? I don't think so. Started noticing some changes in the boy before anyone else, so he went and took the initiative to investigate. Is there any way you could share any of the info he collected with us? Well, I don't see why not. Working together would probably be more efficient anyway. I kind of didn't expect you to agree so quickly. Documentation we got from Van mentioned that we'd be unlikely to get much help from the guild. That kind of ticks me off, to be honest. Well, regardless, you'll find no objections from me. We really appreciate it. So has Gray had anything to report? Well, as I'm sure you know by now, the boy's reverted to the way he was before, driven by anger and thoughts of vengeance. In particular concern is a fight he had with a delinquent several years older than him. Beat the man halfway to Sunday. He took on somebody older than him and won? And apparently the guy even told Gray that he was way stronger than any other kid he'd seen. Seemed like it wasn't just a matter of technique either. We believe he's using something to make him more powerful than normal. Oh no, not those drugs again. Given the short time frame, I'd find it hard to believe that he's received any form of training either. I think the most likely cause is he's using some sort of drug. We came to the same conclusion. However, we still don't have any information on how he obtained these drugs or who he received them from. Naturally, the guild cannot afford to let this continue. We've told Gray to put everything else into the case. Wow, this turned out to be a bigger issue than I thought it'd be. Yeah, we need to find him as soon as possible. By the way, Gray also mentioned the possibility that Lashkar has been having meetings with an unknown third party. Since once we can identify that individual and their whereabouts, we'll head back out there in an attempt to locate him. Naturally, I actually have to deal with another job at the moment, but I plan to help with the search when I get some free time. Anyway, don't push yourselves too hard out there, okay? Yes, sir. Thank you for sharing what you could with us. We really appreciate it. I cannot read today. I'm going to blame it a little bit on my throat. That was certainly an interesting conversation, although I can't really say what more information... Okay, she says the same thing. Alright, so... Riverside's
Then
next.
let's head over.
There's gonna be even more food to buy. Goody. Okay.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hey, Toa. Wait, Toa's here. We gotta talk to Toa. Hey, it's Tiny Teach. I love Nadia. Welcome, welcome, my darling guests. What are you three doing at a bar? And so late at night, too. As your teacher, I'm afraid I cannot condone such delinquent behavior. We're not here to drink. I'm just kidding. I know you're here to see Brahmati. I'm actually here getting info from him as well. You walked right into the middle of our conversation. We were talking about how discrimination against people from the Empire has finally managed to die down a bit. Yeah, I guess you're right. The general attitude towards them really seems to have lightened up in the past few years. Has, yes, and the fact that people hold Fee in such high regard now is proof. I suppose it's too much to ask for long years of discord to be resolved in such a short time, but it's nice to see progress being made. On a similar note, the relations between Crossbell and the Empire have also improved considerably. Although I would think much of that improvement is thanks to the Round of 7, isn't that right, Toei? Right, we're all giving it everything we've got out there. Rin especially. He's been working with His Highness on all manner of issues in the Empire. We keep trying to tell him not to overdo it, but he's always been a little stubborn. Guess that guy always did some real workhorse vibes. No thank you. Sounds like the Ashen Chevalier in Class 7 haven't changed very much at all then, huh? At least from what we know of them. You two have met the Ashen Chevalier? I mean, I knew you were well connected, but... Green Schwarzer and Miss Toa, not only were they fellow students, but they seem to be co-workers as well. Everything I've ever read about him was based on rumors. I wonder what he's really like. Well, that was cool. Hi, I need to buy food.
And see
Wonder
you
what
later.
info she's getting. We'll probably find out later. Okay, so we've been all those stores. So over here we go. Right in here.
Do you have a moment?
This is about Lashkar, isn't it? To be honest, I've been worried about him myself. The boy's been so torn up over his hatred of Amada recently, it's almost like he's gone back to his old self. Well, that doesn't sound great. You really think he's declined that much? I thought he'd finally started to recover. There must have been something that triggered his change in attitude. Do you have any idea of what that could be? I imagine it had something to do with Nero. Nero? Was that a friend of his? No, it was the name of a cat that one of the little girls in Crail was taking care of. I assume he must have been lost in the explosion then. Most likely, yes, but regardless, he's been determined to find him ever since. That's what eventually led to him happening upon another cat that looked just like him. Never forget the look on his face when he said, maybe Nero made it out alive after all. He couldn't be convinced otherwise. Now that I think about it, it feels like he has mentioned something about a cat before. I've got a feeling that the one he found wasn't actually Nero, huh? Unfortunately not. The pattern on his fur was strikingly similar, but it's a completely different cat. Once he came to realize that, his temper flared up again. The reality he was trying to escape came back to bite him in the end. Honestly, I can't help but feeling that we failed the poor thing, failed to save him from his internal torment. If we're to have any hope of helping him this time, we'll need to treat this much more seriously than we did before. It's nice to hear that Temple cares so much for him. I know he'll be in good hands once we find him. While we're still on the subject, though, have you noticed anything else odd going in relation to him? Yeah, I get the feeling the whole Nero thing isn't what pushed him over the edge. There's gotta be something else we're missing. Actually, I did hear an interesting tidbit for a few of the parishioners. Apparently, he's been roaming around Riverside at night. What I understand, he comes here even on days when he doesn't have Sunday school, but he's never seen going into any of the other businesses. I doubt he'd come here just to goof off. Question is, where is he headed? Can't say for certain, but I've heard he's been spending time under the bridgeways along the river. Some rather unseemly types have been around those areas lately, which makes me all the more worried. Thank you again for all your help. The details you shared should definitely help us track him down. Of course, if it gets him home safe, I'm happy to help. May Lashkar be blessed by your grace, and may you grant Agnes and her friends your guidance and protection. Thanks, I guess. I believe you've spoken to everyone familiar with him. I think we have a pretty good handle on what's going on now. Yeah, and me and S had a few ideas already, but you really helped us narrow them down, Aggie. You're just as quick on the uptake as Van said you were. You really think so? Anyway, let's go back over everything one more time so we can figure out our next steps. Well, I think we have enough info to piece together what Lashkar's been up to. However, we still don't fully understand what brought him, or what brought about the change in his mental state, or why someone's attempting to take advantage of him. Well, at the very least, we know that he's been meeting up with an individual under the bridges. That's our best lead right now. The lady at the temple said she'd been wandering he'd been wandering around Riverside, right? And hasn't there been a lot of dangerous activity lately by the underground maintenance tunnel? That's right, I've been feeling that's where he's been heading off to. Especially considering what the Bracer Guild told us about the possibility of drugs being involved. However, while we know he's been spotted in the area, nobody's actually seen him entering the underground maintenance tunnel. The area's incredibly inconspicuous, though. I have a feeling we have the right place. Yeah, Riverside as a whole seems like a pretty convenient location for wherever his dealer is, too. Don't you think so, Aggie? Sounds like you're already one step ahead of me. No, you're right. Yazin mentioned there was people from the Central East with ties to the criminal underground, after all. That's so pushed Lanskar into this. It would explain the meeting place. Temple he goes to is is here in Riverside, and there are more Central Easterners here than in other districts, which means it'd be easier for them to blend in. That explains why they're willing to do this stuff in public. At any rate, we should check out the underground maintenance tunnel and see if we can find any more leads. I'm with you all the way, Aggie. And if somebody is down there, I should be able to sense them, no problem. Yeah, it can't hurt to do a little reconnaissance. Let's go take a look. Good, it'll give my throat some time to calm down at least. Because this game does not believe in voice acting. It's quite unfortunate. There's a child's footprint here. They seem fresh. Anything on your end, Nadia? I'm not really picking up anything. But looking at the map, this tunnel's pretty long, isn't it? It's hard to get a clear reading of the inside when we're all the way out here. Huh? Aren't you guys? Huh? What are you doing here? Yeah, what's Gray doing here? That's a good question. So it is you, Agnes, and those must be the two substitute brigands filling in for Van. Hazel told me you guys would be helping out with Oshkar's case. Surprised that you already managed to sniff this place out. Seems Van trained you guys well. Oh, this is Gray, so it's not the green-haired bracer. Actually, I think we just got lucky, because the information everyone gave us was so helpful. All we had to do was narrow down this location. I was hoping we might be able to track down the person Lashkar's been meeting with as well. Huh? Wait a second. I thought you guys knew he was inside already. What? Did you follow him here? Yeah, I managed to puzzle out when they'd be meeting so that I could tail one of them. Been about 30 minutes since Lashkar first entered. I'd bet anything he's meeting with whoever his dealer is right now. My hope was to secure the meeting place, expose whoever's behind this, and get Lashkar back home. So you were using Lashkar as bait to pin down the ringleader? That's a little surprising, considering the kid's so fond of you, I mean. From a risk management perspective, I made the best decision I could. If all I did was put a stop to Lashkar meeting with the dealer, the larger issue wouldn't just disappear. Well, I guess that seems reasonable enough. Not the kind of thing I'd expect from a bracer, though. I understand where you're coming from. But for right now, are you willing to give us a hand? Of course, I don't have any problem working with you guys. Okay, well, we got a fourth party member. I plan to make my move soon, though. Once you're ready, let's start making our way in. Me and us are ready when you are, Aggie. This might take a while. I doubt we'll be able to come out for supplies, either. Something just something you might want to take into account. Alright, let me think here. Now we're good. I'm ready, let's get going. This might be the only chance we get to save Ashker. Alright, let's head in. I had a feeling we wouldn't find anyone. Actually, I'm sensing something further in. Tunnel has a pretty complicated layout, though. I can't make out very much. My Zeph is not detecting anything other than monsters in the vicinity. If we stop to look around right now, it'll just eat up time. Let's wait until we're further in. Yeah, there's no time to waste. What do you say we take the shortest route we can to the far end? I'm sure we can handle anything that comes up along the way. Good idea, let's hurry. What are they planning to do by bringing him in here anyway? Just what are they after? Oh, I Lashkar. It just doesn't... Something wrong? Nope, I was just thinking about how you seem a little unusual for a bracer. You felt for Lashkar listening to his troubles, and even now your main focus on saving him. Kind of feels like you can really relate to the little guy, which would mean you've been through a lot yourself. I'm just trying to do what I can to help. I mean, he's counting on me, so I have to keep him from making the same mistakes I did. Nadia, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. Just having a little chit-chat is all. We're coming. Well, that wasn't awkward at all. Oh, okay. We just skipped right to the end. Nice work out there, kid. How you feeling? Your body getting used to it yet? Hey, it is this. Like I said, how many games has it been since Crossbell? Like 6? 5, 6? And it's still relevant. Crazy. Yeah, it feels good. I can get as angry as I want. I can hate as much as I want. It fills me with power. 6 or 7? I mean, hi. How's it going, Andy? Yeah, you'll learn the series after the Sky Arc is like the most important series ever. It gets mentioned in like every game. But yeah. I guess trying the more I think about them, the ones who murdered everyone in my village. Looks like he's taking to it even better than we expected. In that case, we should be able to up his dosage. No, I wasn't expecting much from the rumors at first, but this kid's got some pretty serious rage built up inside. You got a real nose for talent, Commander Yavid. Especially to find a kid like this among a bunch of peace-loving rubes down here like the ones at Calvert. What makes you say that? What makes you say that? It's pretty easy to spot talent in the Blacklight District, don't you think? At least easier than spawning on the battlefield. Letting this kid fade into oblivion would have been the real tragedy, if you ask me. If we raise him right, he'll make for a hell of a warrior. I get stronger, I could do anything. Otherwise, I can't. I couldn't protect. You think of that hatred as your fuel. Seems I was right to have high hopes for you. Huh. And it looks like our visitors have finally arrived. Or did you think we wouldn't notice? I don't like confident villains. These guys must be part of that one Jaeger Corps from the Central East. Scorpion of Zot, I think it was. Surprised they noticed us. Guess the rank of captain still means something, even in C-tier Jaeger groups. Even if they did get knocked out of last year's death game in the first round. The group dispatched to Arision was one of our least skilled units. You'd be wise not to conflate them with the best we have to offer. That little mishap did force us to reflect on increasing the strength of our military prowess. Huh? What are you doing here? This is none of your concern. What have you done to him? They really have been giving him enhancement drugs. They seem different from the ones Armada were using, though. Don't get the wrong idea. He came to us with nowhere to go, seeking power and tormented by loneliness. All we did was give him the means to convert those feelings into power he so desperately wanted. Enough. You really think you could get away with manipulating a child into taking narcotics? I'm offended you put our herb on the same level as that poison Armada like to dole out. See, in our homeland, there aren't any laws that prohibit its use, so it hardly seems fit to judge by your standards, I think. He's like, the legal drugs are illegal for us, so it's fine. I don't think that's how it works. And you want to know something funny? It's not illegal in Calvert either. Is this really what you want? I thought you wanted to be a bracer so that you could protect Annie. Whatever happened to that little boy? Is that what his idea of strength is? Back then, I couldn't protect anyone. I understand why you'd want to drown in your hatred. Maybe I understand better than anyone else. But even if you were to accomplish what you hoped to with it, would you be able to take pride in your actions? He's right, you know. Getting that kind of power as a child has a way of haunting people for the rest of their life. Seen a lot of kids broken because of it. I can't say it's something I'd recommend. Right, this isn't the type of power you want. It'll end up swallowing you whole. There's a strength beyond the suffering you're feeling, but it's one you'll have to find for yourself. If that's all it took to throw him off, then maybe the kid really was a waste of time. It's not that simple, he's just feeling conflicted. If we could show him that the path we've laid out for him is the one of true power, then he'll find his resolve. Yeah, you're not beating us. I guess that means we've got to prove we're right then. Agnes, I'll look for an opening and try to pull Lashkar out of there. Can you three draw their fire until I can get to him? Understood, we'll do our best. Just be careful, okay? I'm not too worried. I'm really not. We were given a job, but we're not leaving until we finish it. He's coming with us.
Destroy them!
Alright.
Good chance for a shard boost.
So I probably want to go with the quick first.
Be gone! It's up to you, Agnes.
I'll give it my all. Ha!
Eat steel!
That was rude.
Now I'm mad. What's the coming right up? These are for you. Hitches and stitches.
These guys are kind of jobbers. Oh, well, that's annoying.
There. You got this, Aggie.
Let's do this.
Energy output maximum. Activating skill.
You aren't getting away. Cross. Diver.
Boost gauge limit removed.
I'll take you on.
Somehow he's still alive.
Give it my all. Activating drive.
Here's a pick-me-up. Hip boost.
Thanks a lot. I won't show
Ow.
you mercy. I'm ready to go.
Activating skill.
Too slow. You're done.
There.
Here we go.
Okay, just poke him with the stick.
Wide open.
I won't stop here.
Ooh, Holy Bloom. I don't know what that does, but cool. You're all stronger than I thought. I suppose I underestimated you. You're right, we are strong. Well, thanks, Anya. So that's what come back. Even without Van, we're fully capable of putting up a stop to your schemes. Captain, the kid's gone. What? Don't try to call a foul now. If it is a valid strategy in warfare as Jaegers, I'm sure you know that all too well. Damn it, we failed, and after all the times I told you to keep an eye on your sixes. Yeah, they kind of suck. You know, you're not half bad. Ever consider becoming an assassin? Now that he's safe, there's no need to stay here any longer. See ya. You think you can run from us? Pincer them on both flanks. How considerate. You must be a real hit with the ladies. Freaking Nadia. Not that I have eyes for anybody but us, of course. Come on, let's get going. I like how she felt the need to clarify that. As if anybody's actually worried. Are you awake? Is the drug wearing off? No, I can't. Damn it. I don't think the drugs are affecting him anymore. But he still seems pretty unstable. That's putting it mildly. That's why he wanted an easy solution, a way to run away from it all. That's how they were able to reel him in. He just has to keep moving forward. He needs to face what's going on inside him, no matter how difficult that may be. I know he could do it. Even if he did a bit of a snag, he still... Look out. Oh, there's this dedicated, huh? An ambush. We'll never be able to hold off this many of them. It'll take an act of the goddess to turn the tide in your favor this time. So what's it gonna be? Fight and risk death, or hand the boy over and leave with your head still attached? I don't think so. You messed with the wrong kid, Scorpions. You did a big up job on your own, Gray. Now let us handle the rest. Hey, there he is. You guys. Sorry we're late. Took us a little to put together what was going on. Sid and Elaine had other business, but I figured we could spare the rest of the crew. Yeah, I mean, don't send the A squad, I guess. Can't believe the Scorpion Zot were behind all this. I'm sure you filled his head with all kinds of crap trying to turn him into one of your child soldiers. I didn't think the guild would come out in full force. What do we do, Captain? We withdraw. It's too bad about the boy, but we have little choice. Really? Didn't you hear me? I said withdraw. It's time to cut our losses. We can't afford to waste resources right now. Oh, well, they're gonna factor in something later, aren't they? Damn, would have preferred to capture them, but they're fast little suckers. So sorry, I didn't realize what was happening. Damn it. Damn it all. Do you think you've managed to calm down a little? Calm down? What do you mean calm down? Me pretending to be calm was what led to all this. None of the adults understand. They all just think I'm sad or holding a grudge. But while I was just sitting around, all those Armada bastards were killed off. So why do I still feel so empty inside? Please somebody, tell me why. I get it now. You weren't after revenge. You had all these feelings of anger and sorrow, and once it was over, everyone wanted to go right back to normal. Once I found out Nero was gone too, I just couldn't take it anymore. I thought if I could just run away from it all. So when those guys from Zot started telling me their drugs could help me escape what I was feeling, and that I'd never lose anything ever again if I just got stronger. I know exactly what you're feeling, but nonetheless it's... No, you don't. Grown-ups don't understand anything. Okay, he's really throwing a tantrum, isn't he? We understand a lot better than you think. I told you before, didn't I? We're the same. I lost my family to Armada too. All I could think about was revenge. Okay, but I found my way back. That's why I'm here now. You lost your family? I kind of figured it was something like that. So he's finally come to terms with it. Well, good for you, but that's why I have to... Do you really think those people were your best chance? You want to be strong, right? If it's true strength you're after, there's a better path for that. A path where no matter what style you choose, it'll be a strength you earned, a strength that's yours and yours alone. That's why that shortcut they promised can't hold a candle to what you can do on your own. Even if it'll be a struggle to get there, you have plenty of time to find your way. You just have to be a bit patient while you look for it. That's how it was for me in S2. Right. I'm sure you'll find something that'll guide you in the right direction. Once you do, you'll You'll make everyone in Crail Village proud, Annie included. Alright, almost forgot. A handmade charm with the Bracer Guild's emblem on it. It's the charm that you made for me. First I thought maybe you just forgotten about it, but now I realize this is what you were running from all along. Because if you didn't, you might remember the person you were, the real you. Your heart still aches at the sight of it. That's a sign that you haven't given up. It's not too late. We can always move forward together. This would have been so much better with voice acting. It's actually a pretty good side story, but it doesn't hit the same with no voices. Once he had settled down, the group decided that bringing him back to the guild would be the best option. Due to his familiarity with the drug that was used, he was able to treat his symptoms quickly and efficiently. Thankfully, the substance had only been administered a handful of times. He was expected to make a full recovery. Both Zin and Elaine were concerned for the boy and rushed back to the guild upon hearing news of the situation. So that's what happened, huh? Looks like Gray ended up being the right man for the job after all. Glad you were able to rescue the kid before it's too late. I must commend the rest of you coming to his aid as well. Your arrivals seem to have played a pivotal role. And of course, Anya, Swin, Nadia, thank you all for your support. Of course, we could never turn a blind eye to Ashka or any resident of Crail Village for that matter. Furthermore, it's our duty to help others in Vanstead. Honestly though, we wouldn't have made it very far without a certain bracer and training laying the groundwork for us. I just did what anyone else would do. Besides, I'm the one that... Personally, Lad was the one who impressed me the most. How'd you learn to detox someone like that? Never really thought of you as the brainy type. What, you thought I was some meathead? I'm from the Central East. It's not uncommon to run into people using drugs and herbs like that. When I was stationed at the guild there, they did a pretty good job of drilling us on all basic treatment methods. That being said, we've only treated his symptoms. He'll need to be examined later by a natural doctor. Won't going to a doctor give him a record for doing drugs though? Yeah, I can see that being an issue for any background checks in the future. For most people, it's a good opportunity for rehabilitation, but for him, it'll just make it harder for him to get back on the straight and narrow. That's true. We'll need to remember to keep his future in mind when making any further decisions. Who should treat him? A normal hospital or Isabel? Isabel. I think that makes sense. So I think we should let Isabel treat him in secret. That way his record will be kept clear. Doctor from the Blacklight District? I've heard she does good work, but... You must be joking. How could we trust him to some back alley doctor? Take it easy. Despite where she's from, I can at least vouch that she's a fairly competent doctor. You must have a pretty good reason if you're willing to suggest something like that to us. I want him to face up to his mistakes. As we mentioned, taking him to a normal hospital will result in him having a permanent mark on his record. But it won't actually affect him until he gets older, where they won't learn his lesson. I get it. You think having him treated in the Blacklight District will act as a kind of wake-up call. Trial by fire, huh? That's surprising coming from you. You might be right, though. Could be exactly what he needs at this moment. Not you too. Lane, say something to them. Surely you don't think this is a good idea. Well, it's certainly not ideal, but she makes a good point. And as long as we have some safeguards in place, it might be worth looking into. Guild will handle any negotiations with Isabel. We'll raise the money for treatment too. However, that does mean we'll be the ones setting all the terms as well. We'll move forward with this as long as nobody has any objections. What do you think, little lady? That sounds fine to me. Just want to help him get back to living a normal life again. Understood. let's go ahead and talk this over with Hazel. We'll get the ball rolling on everything. Alright, I guess I'm willing to compromise. Thank you all for being so understanding. Suppose now the only thing left is to deal with his emotional state. He's been drowning in his hate for so long. I think getting him to work through it all is going to be pretty difficult. I have a feeling he'll be alright in the end. Yeah, me too. Fine as long as he's got people like Gray. He might be overestimating what I'm capable of. Yeah, that's a lot. B-rank racer stationed at the head branch of Lehman. She asked she was lurking undercover to gather intel. It's a lot of information was obtained by spying on Amada. Fortunately, she was killed in the line of duty. She was your older sister, wasn't she, Gray? So that's what he meant. No, you lied about your nationality and work history to get into the guild. And we know the reason you were trying so desperately to enter the Republic. In fact, we've known for a while now. You wanted revenge. That's what all the training was for, and all that digging through confidential info. This is a lot of reading. So that's why I understand how Lashkar feels. This is like a novel at this point. You knew the whole time, that why would you let me stay? Took advantage of my position to do so many horrible do so many horrible things, so why? Well, let's just say we spent a lot of time observing your behavior. I'm sure you've realized it yourself by now, but that grudge isn't the only thing that's been motivating you. That's right, you continue to display a strong sense of both conscience and duty. Your actions don't lie. Are you alright? I'm fine. I think I'm finally beginning to understand what Lashkar's been going through. I just want to say thank you for giving us another chance. Of course, this isn't something you should have to shoulder on your own. It takes a village, right? We heard you've been keeping an eye on Lashkar for a while now. They told me you leapt in action as soon as you found him. Words can't express how grateful I am. Zach Gray, you've done a lot for the people of Edith. So let me ask you this, where do you want to go from here? Do you even need to ask? I want to keep moving forward, and I want to keep protecting this city. Well, if that's what you really want, then you better be prepared to work your ass off. Damn, I feel like maybe I said something I shouldn't have. Everything's alright, yeah? You're fine. Actually, you just did Gray here a pretty big favor. I'm glad we were able to help. Those two are going to be just fine. Yeah, they'll get back on their feet in no time. But it probably wouldn't hurt to check in on them every now and then. Yeah, I want to make sure their problems end with us. Solving problems is exactly what I'm known for, but it feels pretty good knowing we helped save a kid's future.
Request completed.
Mira deposit confirmed.
2 Gray, 1 Chaos. We're never gonna rank up Chaos at this rate. Alright, well that was a novel. It was a good side quest, but man, I wish they paid voice actors or something, because that was a lot to read.